Hi, and welcome to another edition of RCT3. This is going to be episode number 28, Ghost Town. In this scenario, as I did last time, I had to build a roller coaster, and as you can see, it's over there. I did one myself. It had to be at least a level 5 in excitement, so it made it. And that finished us off. So here we are. For this part of it, the next level, I have to build another roller coaster, at least excitement level 5. And I also have to pay off my loan. Well, my loan is currently about $5,000. That's what it started with. I hadn't paid anything back yet. And so I'm going to have to do that. And then, of course, get another roller coaster going. So one of the main things that I got to do right now that's very important is that I've got to raise the prices on my rides, because from my financials, I'm not really making very much money, just a little bit at best. So the best way to change that up is to increase the cost of rides, at least not too much, but enough to where we can generate some good profit. So as you can see, I've got a few rides here now. I've got a rotor. I got a broken down ghost, well, I guess they call it a ghost ride or whatever. And then I've got one thrill ride down on this end, and then I've got another thrill ride down on the other end. I need to put some more attractions down on the other end of the park so that this doesn't draw everyone to one section of the park and create problems with overcrowding. Going to add me a cookie stall. Give me a cookie stall up there and get it going. Of course, all the amenities I give them like I say I always do. But of course, then that allows me to raise the price just a little bit. Don't want to gouge them, but want to definitely make some good profit off things. And of course, we want to synchronize it, and we put another one up at a later date. I'm going to show you now. I don't know if I do a good one, but we're going to take a ride on the roller coaster that I built. This is not a pre-built. This is one that I built myself. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Ghoster Coaster. It does have a bit of a good little push to it, and I like the way it, on most of my hills, when I get up there to them, and like it just barely makes them over, and that's the best way, because it gives you that feeling of, am I going to make it or not? Just like that one. We're coming back under and headed back into the station. Not a very long ride overall, but the guests seem to like it. Plus, I usually get a full ride because I've got a short queue. So with the short queue, it pretty much fills up every time. So I don't have a long wait for the roller coaster itself. Usually, well, I clear out the queue every time when it comes back into station. So that's a good thing. The wait time is short. Right, you said right there, I got to repay my loan and got to have 2 coasters, excitement level 5. Well, I've already got one, so we'll work on the second coaster here shortly. Right now, I got a little over $4,000 in cash. I'm gonna have to use some of that to pay back my loan. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to generate the cash, pay back the loan, and then after I get that done, then I will take out a new loan, and the new loan will be used to build the second roller coaster. So that's my game plan. I think it'll work out pretty good. I got some staff wanting to quit here, so I need to add up some more staff. It's a little bit messy right here around my throw rod. People are puking up like it's no tomorrow, so we'll get a new janitor out there and get him assigned to that area and clean it up. Of course, I send them to school. That costs money, but I'll send them to school, and we'll give them a raise. I'm going to sign their area there so they can clean up that mess. That's an eyesore and a half. It hurts on the park rating, so we'll get that done and cleaned up, and that will definitely enhance happiness, which means they'll spend more money. So I got $42.56 right now in cash. We're going to pay some of that loan back right now. Get rid of some of that debt. Plus, with the 11% interest, paying off some of that also is going to help put money back into the park, which is one thing that we need to do. See what kind of rides we got there. I need to put another ride in. The grader, I never seen that ride. I don't know. They said it makes a lot of people puke. I like the Riptide. It's a ride. They call it Riptide now, I guess, but it used to be called, when I was a little kid, it used to be called a Trabant. And I always liked that. It was a fun ride. I used to ride it at the amusement parks when they had them. A funny story about me and the Trabant. There was when I was a little boy, my grandparents took me to Beach Bend Park. It's in Kentucky, if you know where that is, or you may have been there. At that time, it was a lot smaller than it is today, but they had the rides, and they had the Trabant, and like I said, that's one of my favorite rides. And we were there like on a weekday, and it wasn't very busy. And back then, you didn't pay the price and got to ride the ride. You had to buy individual tickets and whatever. And I had bought a bunch of tickets, and I was out on the midway by myself, and I was riding the Trabant, and I noticed that it wasn't very busy, so I kept riding it. And finally, this guy that was running the ride, he got up in my face and told me, he says, "Kid," he says, "don't come back here." He says, "There's nobody around here." He says, "You're just making me work harder." So I got off the ride. I should have went to the management and said something, but I went to my grandpa and told him, and he said, "Well, we'll fix this." So he came back with me, and we stood there at that ride, and I rode it as many times as I want. My grandpa told the guy, he says, as long as he's got the tickets, he says, he's going to ride. And he says, if you got a problem with that, he says, I'll take it to the next level and go talk to your boss. He says, now what's it going to be? And the guy shut up, and he didn't say anything else, and I got to ride it. As many times as I had tickets for. So, an interesting story. That happened, gosh, 50 years ago maybe. It shows you how old I am, huh? Wow. Well, we sped it up a little bit there, and I've I only got about $900 cash right now, but my debt is almost paid for, so we're doing real good on the park right now. Have to hire a couple more people. Got a couple people quitting, so I got to remedy that situation. Hire some more. Once again, assign them some areas and pay them some cash and give them some training. My double swing had broke down. It had been broken down for a while, so I needed to get get a mechanic on it, because that's a big income ride for me. So, but we got it up and running now. Already, I noticed we're starting to make more cash already, so that's good. Doing real good with the park. Uh-oh, mechanic number 2 wants to quit. Trying to look at some other ways, some other areas where I'm going to put my new roller coaster there. But we just paid down another $1,000 on the loan. Only got $1,000 left. See if we can't go ahead and get it paid off. Where you see my my overall money. I'm making a little bit of money in the park, not a lot, but I made $474 last month. That's the biggest I've made so far. This keeps going the way it's going here. We're going to hit 1,000 real soon. Get that loan paid back, and then that'll be one tick off of my 2 objectives. Doing pretty good. Ride tickets making pretty much all the money on the shop sales. Ain't very much, but making most of the money off the rides. There we go. And just paid off the loan there, so that's good. Plus, I saved another 11% on the loan. So that's helping me out there a little bit. Don't have much money in the way of cash flow at this point in time, but we just ticked off one of the objectives, and I'm hiring another mechanic. Of course, we're going to send him to school. We're going to assign him the area down here. He's going to be in charge of both of these rides here for the maintenance of them, and the shops in the area too. So that's all a good thing. I got a new donut shop there. Okay, so now all we got to do is get a second coaster. Get a second coaster going, and then we'll complete our mission here for this episode. I got a nice queue line there for both those rides down there on that end. That's good. That means money in the pocket pretty much. I'm thinking about the second coaster I'm going to put in is going to be in this general area here, in a nice wide open space. Don't know what kind yet. Thinking about a corkscrew. See what kind of corkscrews are available. Rather than build one, I think I'm going to maybe just go for one that's a pre-built if I can. See what it will bring me. Need about $8,000 roughly for it. Take a look at some other options that we have. Wooden coaster, it's got 21 designs to look at. That's good. Mainly I'm looking for one that's going to meet the excitement requirement. The little beast there, it meets the excitement requirement, and it's not too expensive. It's only a little over $5,000. Fire Trap's a good one too. We'll wait and see on that then. We'll see about getting some cash. I got about $1,300 now. Best Reliability Award. That's good for us. And some safari toys for a new shop. Get a little nighttime view of the park. Looks pretty good. Probably should add just a few more lights for the night effect there. But I'm really proud of the Ghoster Coaster. It's a nice, small, compact roller coaster. It has a good excitement value rating there, and that's what's really important. So now we'll get back here to thinking about the roller coaster. Adding the new coaster is going to be next priority. So since I don't have any money, no loan out there, I know it's a high percentage level, I'm going to go ahead and take out a loan anyway. That way I can meet the next requirement of the scenario and pass it on, and then we'll work on getting everything back to in shape on the next tycoon level. So now I got about 7,000, almost 8,000 bucks, and we're making money. So that's good. So now we're going to get us a new coaster put in here. Still looking at that at a corkscrew coaster, but they all are pretty expensive. Take a look at a reverser coaster just for giggles. Those are kind of fun, but doesn't have the excitement rating that I need. So that one's out. So I think what we're going to do is maybe go back, in keeping with the theme of this park, take a look at a couple of the wooden coasters. Microphobia is nice. It's a fun little coaster, and it's not too expensive, and it does have good excitement value. Take a look and see where we can put it. I definitely want to put it somewhere where it's going to be, the space is going to be used, let's say ergonomically, because I'm still going to have to build another roller coaster in the next level, and it's got to need some space for it. So I want to try to put it where it's easily accessible, but not taking up too much of my allotted space. That would go nicely there, but I don't know, I'm not feeling that one. So let's go and take a look at something else. Let's see, there's another coaster down here that we could use, I'm sure. That one looks good, but it's a little out of my price range, although I do have 9,000 right now. I think that could work out pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build that. Plus it fits in that corner real nice there. And it's got an overlooking view of the other coaster. So that's that's all a positive there as well. So we'll get the coaster up and tested. And we got to build some paths. I got to go ahead and attach this path over here so the folks can get to the coaster. There we go. So now we got the path. Now we got to build the queue. I'm going to put a fairly large queue in this one because it could be a money maker, get people up there into it. There we go. That looks really, really good. Got to add some staffing there. Put a janitor down here and have him take care of this whole area. There's no janitor assigned to this area, so get him up here and take care of it, patch him into where the other janitors are, and that'll be his only job. We'll give him some training. And we'll give him a pay raise. And we're going to get a mechanic, and we're going to assign the mechanic to this ride as well. Give him a pay raise. We're going to give him this area of assignment because I can throw another ride in there into this area here, and another flat ride. In the next episode, I'll add a flat ride to it. Alright. Well, with that being said, I just made the Tycoon level, so I'm going to thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and tune in for the next episode when we go for the Tycoon level, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.